Hi guys, my name is Stefania. Welcome to my channel. So today is the last day I will be doing a little tutorial on the Lunar Beauty Life's a Drag palette. I did do a tutorial every day this week, so you can go back and watch those. And in those I did a lot more colorful looks, where today I just wanted to do a neutral look. Even though that was hard, I just wanted to do an everyday look for those of you who are seeing if it's, you know, a cohesive palette that you can get a lot of looks out of. So if you want to know my very final thoughts, at the end I'm doing an in-depth review because now I have used every single shade of this palette and, you know, got a lot of use out of it. So I do know what I think, so you'll have to stay to the end to get my thoughts. And let's go ahead and get into this video. We'll do a tutorial and then we'll come back and talk about these. Please don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell because I upload at least 3 to 4 times a week. I would love to have you guys be part of my little family. I do a lot of reviews, I do a lot of tutorials, some fitness, some food, because I love it. So, okay, I'm gonna stop rambling. Let's get into the video. Okay, so like I said, today is gonna be a very natural, easy, quick look. So, nothing too crazy, and nice and fast, which is how I like it. I realize how that sounds. Not like that, but you know, as far as the makeup goes, yes. So, alright, so we're gonna dip into the shade Hunty, which is the shade I had not used until today. It's just a cooler tone color, and I'm just not really a cooler tone person. I prepped my lids already with some concealer. But as you can see, it doesn't go on. It kind of looks grayish, like taupey in the pan, but on the eye, it's really fine. So I was kind of happy about that. I'm also going to dip into the shade Sickening and just blend that right back through. No cut crease today, so nice and easy. I still think yesterday was my favorite look though, that like sunset type look. That was my favorite. But this is just for every day, so you know, you always need that. All right, I'm gonna take a smaller brush. We're gonna go in with the shade Mug, which is this deep brown, and just take that on the outer corner. And then I'm gonna take just a tiny bit of Trade, so that burgundy type shade. And once I build it out, I'm just gonna blend that in towards the crease. I'm gonna take, yeah, I'm good. I'm okay with that blend. Totally fine with that. All right, and I am going to work like right after this, so it's like, don't go too crazy. All right, I am gonna take an empty brush, a clean brush, and just go over it one last time, just to make sure everything looks nice and seamless, just like that. All right, now you're gonna take a flat brush. I'm gonna go into that gold shade. It's the one I have not used yet. We're gonna take Legendary. I'm gonna show you guys how it packs on. I'm gonna take that like 3/4 of the way. So it packs on nicely. It doesn't really need Fix Plus, but I need Fix Plus no matter what. So we're just gonna take that, boop, and go back in. See, it does help it. So it's up to you whether you want yours to be super metallic or if you're like, not so much, you know, who knows. Okay, that is pretty much it. That's all I did. All I'm gonna do now is take the tiniest bit of Beat, which is that pink shade. Beat works really well. I actually really like, it's one of my favorite shades of the palette. But we're gonna hit that inner corner and then that brow bone with that. Just like that. All right, that is it for the top lid. Now I'm gonna take this Marc Jacobs lacquer Well, it's in the shade Blacker. Like my heart. Alright, we're gonna take that into the lower lash line. And I'm gonna go about 3/4 the way in. Alright. I still think I want to do a fun color on the bottom one. I don't want to be so neutral. So I'm gonna take Kiki because I don't know why, but this whole palette, I focus on that color. Like I'm just always like, I want to use that one. So we're just gonna use that on the lower lash line. So it's not like super intense. So if you were thinking it was gonna be like crazy, it's not. Do I like that? Yeah, I do. All right, it gives it a little extra something, something. So funny, I think my work, like my boss, like probably thinks I'm nuts because in the morning when I go in, zero makeup, nothing, my hair is like a mess, everything's a mess. And then if I have to work at like 5:30, I'm like in full makeup sometimes, and he's just, I feel like they're like, what in the hell is going on? Or if I change my hair, they're like, you dyed your hair. How do you have brown hair again? You know? Guys. Alright. So, that is it for that. I'm gonna put on some, actually we'll do that last. Yeah, let's do that last. Let's do our face first. So I'm gonna zoom you out a little bit. Okay, so let's do our face next. I'm going to contour with this Smashbox contour stick. This is probably my favorite as far as like the sticks. I really like this. It blends out smooth. And the KKW one, I just feel like I blend it too much or something. I don't know, but it's like I don't see it after. So I want that bigger lip. I'm still deciding if I ever want to get my lips done. Not anytime like soon, you know what I mean? But just in general, eventually. I don't know. I mean, I'm okay because it's temporary, you know what I mean? I would never get like a plastic surgery done on my face because I'm just too scared of that. I would never do that. To change my face? No. Or contacts. I don't think, like, other than Halloween, I'm always like, your eyes are, you know, they're who you are. Like, I can look into someone's eyes and I know if I like them or not. So I'm like, you can't wear contacts, it's cheating. If you do, that's totally fine. I'm not judging you. I'm just saying, in my personal opinion, it kind of creeps me out. Like, I'm like, what are you hiding behind those eyes? So this was if you saw my Morphe like haul that I did last week, I bought a whole bunch of new brushes. And I'm not affiliated with Morphe or anything like that. I just, well, of course I'm not, you know, I'm growing here. But this E20 brush has been probably my favorite from the haul, and like this little, like few of the little liner brushes. But I love how fast this blends everything out. It's so perfect. And it's nice and soft. I feel like it's harder to find brushes that I like for cream products. So I am loving these. All right. Next we're gonna go in with this Morphe AHH palette. You know, I haven't tried any of the highlights out of here yet, so maybe we'll do that today too. I went a little too deep last time. So I'm gonna dip into Donut, the lighter shade, and tap that off just in case. Because yeah, that was a mistake last time. But I feel like Morphe's stepping it up. I mean, I never bought any of their other palettes, but lately I'm like, I'm all about that. Like, this was affordable and it actually applies really well. I don't love everything from them by any means, but for affordable makeup, I'm pretty happy. Whew. Do you guys like how I have like dewy skin? But it's not really dewy, guys. It's fucking, it's 84 degrees in here, so not dewy just means heat. That's what it means. All right. Yes, highlighter. Okay. swear I had my highlighting brush. That thing runs away from me every time. Alright, I'm gonna take, obviously not a highlighting brush. There we go, there we go. I got my wing goth brush, okay. I'm gonna take the shade Beam and Venus. And go right up. That's pretty. See? 25, 26 bucks. It's not bad. A little contour palette. I still have not, after I dropped my Kat Von D, you know, I needed a new one. I actually really miss that palette though. Should put a little bit up there. All right, for the lips, I'm gonna go in with this Sweet Tea liner. Oh, and it has a mirror. That's nice. Sorry if I'm speeding through today. One, I'm just sweating like crazy, and it's gross. And then two, I didn't realize how late it was, and I was like, crap, I have to go to work. So. Okay. And then we are gonna take, like I say we, I'm gonna take my ColourPop, this is the Ooey lipstick. Alright, I'm gonna put on some lashes and mascara and some liner, and I'll be right back, and then we will talk about my very, very final thoughts of now using this palette for a full week. So if you guys want to see my final thoughts, then I'll be back in just a second. Whew, I am back. Protein shake from Protein House. Whew, it's got coffee in it. And if you have never been to a Protein House, I hope you have one near you. And then go out and get a vanilla gorilla, because it will make your day. Okay, onwards with this. So I did walk away and realize I didn't put blush on, so I went ahead and did that. But my overall thoughts, right? So today wasn't my favorite look, just because, you know, I can pretty much get this look with any palette I use. You know what I mean? It's not like a super unique look, but some people really like that, and this is the kind of look that they do every day. So, which is totally fine. As far as what I think, so this is my, what, fourth look now doing the palette? Fifth look? Something like that. I have all the videos, so you can always go back and watch them, but I have some using the more colorful shades and all that stuff. But overall, I think it was a really good palette. This is Manny's, you know, first palette, and I think for his first go around, this is done really well. I think it suits a lot of people. I think it's perfect how it has the pops of color and the neutral sides. I like the color choices. The shade Beat is probably one of my favorite ones. You can use it as a highlight, and it's a very pretty one. I use that in a video as well as a highlight. So I really like the shade Beat. I could do without the gold just because I feel like every palette has a gold, and it's not a unique gold shade. You've definitely seen it. So same with some of the other, you know, more neutral shades. I like that it has the white and the black. The white could definitely be whiter. It just doesn't, it's not like a white out shade. I was hoping that it would be a very white shade, that way it could be mixable with the other colors. So I would liked it to have been more white. And then I don't think you necessarily need to, I could have done without Hunty as well. So there's a few shades in here where I'm like, it would have been cool if you switched those out for different, more unique shades, in my opinion. So it kind of works both ways. You can't please everybody. So I think he did do a good job of trying to please everybody, the more neutral people, along with people who like color. As far as the colorful shades. Now that I have used every shade in this palette, my thoughts. I still wish Kiki was a lot more vibrant. I know that even he said it's meant as a blending shade, you know, but still, it's my favorite shade to look at in the palette, but then when I apply it to my eyes, it's just so-so, you know? Like you have to really pack it on to get it there. Like I used it in my lash line, as you guys saw, my under, and it's not even like from here looking in the monitor, you can't tell I used that shade right there. Like it just, the way it looks and the way it translates on the eye, I wish it was an actual, I wish it was that shade. I wish it came off that shade. Snatched is great, Fishy's great, Pageant Queen, Kai Kai. Campy, I'm the same with this one. It's a very good yellow. You know, swatch it right there, but like, I mean, it's buildable. It's just, I would be okay if it was more vibrant as well. That's just me. And then as far as, you know, just to let you know, the sunset look I did yesterday, which although I totally love that look, it did stain my eyes. The purples and pinks were definitely left on my eyes. So that's not a big deal. I just ended up like going in later with a few more wipes, and then it was still kind of underneath my lower lash line this morning. So I just took a little bit more makeup remover. It doesn't really bother me to have my eyelids stained for a little bit, but if that bothers you, then now you know. But as far as blendability, all the shades blended well. So overall thoughts, I do really like this, and I'm excited to see what else they can come up with. Is it my favorite palette this year? It's a good one. It's not my favorite. I think the Nabla Cosmetics one has been my favorite so far, just because it's more up my alley, like the tone of the palette. I do like this. I will reach for this. It's not like I regret it in any way buying it. The other thing I'll say is, I mean, it's weird for me that an influencer came out with a palette with a brush when every single person that reviews a palette is like, why are these coming with brushes? Nobody wants to use the brush that comes in a palette. Like, that's just the bottom line. I don't get why he would do that. So I would have rather just had the price point be like a few bucks lower and not get the brush. So this is my opinion. I wish Cake Face was brighter. I could have done without Hunty in the gold. And then I wish that Kiki was more of a vibrant shade. So as far as Beat, that's gorgeous. Like, my favorite shade was probably Beat. Snatched was a really good shade as well. Like a really good red, but that rose gold just comes off the eye super pretty. So those are my thoughts on the Lunar Beauty Life's a Drag. I hope you guys enjoyed, you know, kind of following around with me to really test this out, and let me know if you want me to do this for future launches. I like it because it kind of puts me to the test, and it really does put the palette through everything. I mean, to do a first impressions, and yeah, no, I wanna get my use. So I hope this was helpful for you guys. Let me know what palette you want me to review next. I have my eye on quite a few. So yeah, that is it. Thanks guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Don't forget to subscribe, and if you want to watch my previous videos and tutorials, I promise they are more exciting. Bye.
I want this yellow to be more of a yellow, like Big Bird yellow, I guess. I don't know. I just want a little more intensity, and then I'd be happy. This and the white, then I'd be completely happy. But you know, you don't always get what you want.